Hello, friends. I hope you're well. Those back pages here. As you can tell by the title of tonight's episode, the many. No, how did I word? No, that's not right. For the many, not the few. So I had an idea in my head, so I was trying to go ahead and get it down on video. You see 10 slabs in front of you. Only one I would classify as scarce. They're all, well, the 5 in the back are relatively costly now. The Acuna on the left is the bat down from Series 2, his flagship rookie. Not that update stuff that's going around. If you don't want to splurge, we don't want to pay up for the bat down. There's the factory set version, which also came out before the update. You'll see next week when 2019 factory set comes out, it's going to have a Vlad Guerrero Jr. in it with a new photo. As per Topps. But anyway, that Ronald Acuna raw on your left a year ago this time was in the $17 to $18 area. I bought a raw one on eBay around that time. And it never arrived. Never was lost in the mail. It showed delivered on the website, but never showed up. So the mailman probably dropped it off somewhere else. Mail delivery person. So I had to buy that PSA 9 after the hype picked up again, because sometimes finding PSA 9s of modern stuff is a little more difficult than one would think because of the hobby's hatred for 9s. Next to that Acuna is the LeBron James Topps Chrome update, Topps Chrome rookie. Issued in 2003. Anything but scarce, plenty to go around. Now, in PSA 10 is quite costly. But for many years it was not. Could have been had for a couple $100 for a long time. Not pictured because I didn't feel like digging it out. Is the 2011 Topps Update Mike Trout. I purchased my PSA 10 copy as a True Gem BGS 9.5 in 2014-ish, maybe late 13, but 2014 for $50. Crossed it over. As little as 2 years ago, maybe a little 2.5 years now, that was a $300 card in a PSA 10. Now in a PSA 10, it is pushing $1,000. Back then, when PSA 10s were $300, you could have bought a 9 for $100. People might have scoffed at you for buying a 9. But hey, if that's all you could afford and you wanted a Mike Trout, a 9 is just fine. Those 9s are now $300 or $400. Next to the LeBron James, you see Steph Curry, Topps Chrome. To give a little insight on the Topps Chrome basketball. That was the last year they were able to make it. They lost their license, and they knew they were losing their license. So they included Topps Chrome in with regular Topps. A couple Topps Chromes per box. Stephen Curry's Topps Chrome rookie card is numbered to $9.99 on the back. So it's never been really cheap. Now it is very costly. I picked that copy up just before they started winning. It was in the 175 area. Might be closer to 10 times that now, I'm not sure. Next to that, you see the 2013 Prism Giannis I can't say his name. The Greek Freak in a red, white, and blue Pulsar Prism. As you all may know or may not know, I'm a large fan of the Prism red, white, and blues. I picked that copy up in 2014. $40. Might be a 4-figure card now, I'm not sure. But it's certainly more than $40. Next to that card you see a 1954 Topps Hank Aaron rookie. I wasn't planning on winning that one. I threw in a bid at the end that if I won, it was going to be too cheap not to win, and if I didn't win, I already owned a couple, so that was okay. I want to say this was 2015. I can't recommend you go and buy a Hank Aaron rookie strongly enough. If you're worried about Slabgate, buy yourself a low-grade copy. It's about owning the card, not the assigned grade. As you all may or may not know, my Harold Baines Topps rookie is a PSA 9. I've owned that card for about 8 years. Paid about $5 for it because I collect Topps, well, not just Topps, I collect graded rookie cards. So it was on the list of graded rookie cards that I did not have, especially modern. So I bought it. Then he got into the Hall of Fame this year. Who knew? There, laying face down, you see a Gleyber Torres 2018 Heritage Action, and all the way on the right, you see a Ronald Acuna 2018 Topps Heritage Action. There's a finite number of these made. They're not numbered, but they're roughly, depending on who you believe, between 1,500 and 2,000 copies per Heritage Action since they introduced Heritage Action in 2013. It comes out annually. And going forward, I really don't see a day where for the most part, because they didn't get Soto in last year, but your current hot rookie will have an action variation. Well, by definition, not a rookie card because it is a parallel to the base card. The cards are mighty fine looking and maybe not now readily available, but still fairly available. For the many, not the few. There are autographed versions of those two cards, but they are not what I would call cheap. Never have been, and short of some catastrophe, never will be. For the many, not the few. To the right of the Glaber Torres is the pink Juan Soto Topps Chrome Update refractor from last year's Target only 2018 Topps Chrome Update release. Pink refractors were only available in the hanger packs, where you got 3 packs of Topps Chrome Update and 1 pack with 2 pink cards in it. This is a 100 card set. Other than the Topps Heritage Chrome Purple Juan Soto, there might be one I'm forgetting, but I don't think so. If you want to own a Juan Soto refractor, that one you see in front of you is not numbered. Neither is the Topps Heritage Update Purple Chrome refractor. He has other refractors, including a 2018 Topps Chrome Update refractor, but that is numbered to 250, so it gets quite pricey. So that is your best bet for buying a update, a shiny Juan Soto. You should absolutely own the regular non-shiny. Base rookie cards matter. Next to the Soto is a 2007 Topps Chrome Kevin Durant. For years and years and years, that card was in a Gem Mint 10, was a $100 card for many years. Obviously it isn't anymore. 9s are in the $40 range for a very long time. And not shown on camera, I actually own a 9. As well as that 10, which I crossed over from a BGS 9.5 True Gem many moons ago. Actually might have been at the show in 2016. So, next up, a card I showed off a couple episodes ago is this Patrick Mahomes. Currently in a PSA 10 holder, it is a $225+ card. In a 9, it is a $75 card. I'm very intrigued by Patrick Mahomes, and I want to get this on video. Well, first off, I got this. This came in the mail. This is the red, white, and blue I was telling you about, how it's not. Like, this is the base card, and this is the insert. This is the parallel. Think about that. Base card, parallel. Say something missing, should be reversed. Imagine this. Imagine if this looked like that. They really dropped the ball there. Panini dropped the ball. I let them know. What are you going to do? Now about Patrick Mahomes. If you're not aware of who he is, because maybe some of you don't follow football, and that's fine. But you could almost say he is revolutionizing the position of quarterback. I believe he threw for 50 touchdowns last year. He's young. I think he's 24. These cards obviously don't have birth dates on. Oh, they do. All right, he'll be 24 in September. September 17th, 1995, he was born. So he'll be 24 in September when the season starts up. Think about that. Think about how popular Patrick Mahomes could be. Remind you of someone else in this picture that kind of changed his sport. Well, a couple of them actually. But the one I have in mind is Steph Curry. Great mate. Some say the greatest shooter of all time. That's debatable. What's not debatable is that the kids love him. The hobby loves him. So that's just something to think about. I've thought about that a lot recently. Steph Curry, shooting up the storm, shooter. Patrick Mahomes throwing touchdowns, throwing the ball 80 yards down the field. You never know. Now, I'm certainly not saying that this will ever equate that, because this is numbered. But there is a Topps regular version of this, which in a 9 is I think it's in the $300 area. I don't own one. I own that, so I'm fortunate enough to own that. But point being is, and there's no shortage of the regular Topps. I guess that's debatable. But much like the Trout update, there's no shortage of them. But look where we are now. So who's to say that won't happen with Patrick Mahomes? Just something to think about. I also got in this Baker Mayfield. I won this from a seller that probably wouldn't send this in if you thought it was going to only be a 9. His stuff is going up because football FOMO is heating up. People are getting excited about football. I know it's the end of June. Everyone's full baseball mode, and that's fine. Not me, really. I'm just waiting. So I still want to own some guys. I want, Alonso, Tatis, Eloy, Vlad Jr., all their stuff from this, their Topps Gold, their Topps Foil. But it's really a waiting game now. You gotta wait. I don't want to overpay. Who does? And wait for those prices to drop a little bit when the new shiny thing comes out, like Stadium Combo Games came out this week. So yeah, just wanted to give little thoughts on for the many, not the few, because you never know what tomorrow may hold. And if you collect, you collect. Try not to get caught up in, how much did this such and such go up in price? How much did that go up in price? Enjoy what you collect, and you'll always be rewarded. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I had intended to open a care package that I got from Canadian Cards. But this video is already running a lot longer than I had intended. Again, thank you very much for spending your time to spend with me. I really hope to see each and every one of you at the show this year. You all matter more than you know. Always, always be kind. Share your knowledge. And keep learning.